Alright, well, I've got one more game base to show you guys from Flend called TraumaRL. Darkness and light. 1 minute you were piloting a Reed. Finest goddamn remote-controlled drone in the galaxy. And next, you were lying on your back, brain-fried, and being rushed into the trauma center. Something about total neural feedback and semi-partial brain disintegration. All it means to you is sick leave for 6 months. But spending all that unconsciousness in a healing coma. Apparently the docs have installed something in your head, probably where the brain cells used to be. Military grade, so it might come in handy. Surely there ought to be some nurses around, or someone. Hang on. Okay, this is a trauma center, but there isn't meant to be that much blood around. Something is up. TraumaRL was my entry into the 2014 some DRL competition. He worked with Shumar Space to do it, who provide 1-bit art assets and playtesting and feedback during the week, and it builds upon and continues the plot of FlatlineRL. The main innovation is a novel graph-based quest engine used to randomize the location of items and objectives in the main plot, and to lock off particular areas with keys, whilst guaranteeing the game is always solvable. In order to guide a player, procedural message logs are created and dropped along the player's route to guide them to their next objective. Inspiration-wise, I want to take the tight RL shooting mechanics from the games like DRL and combine with the adventure-style missions of games like System Shock. I wanted to make a mission peculiarly so it could play out differently, but not so random that patterns couldn't be learnt on multiple ways. So, a main quest whereby the objectives and items will be moved with each play, but is guaranteed to be solvable. 9 interlake station levels, which are arranged in a tree-like structure, i.e. one level may link to multiple branches. The tree structure changes each play. Locked doors require keycards that may be found on our levels. Procedure-generated message logs providing clues about the quest objectives, which can be guaranteed to be found before the objective is complete. Multiple weapon types and upgrades, wetware systems that boost characteristics for a limited time, and cover and movement-based effects and gunplay. So basically, you can see like this is a game that's like essentially taking the idea of like DRL and like throwing it like together with like System Shock. And for those who never played like either of those games, I guess note that basically like DRL at this point is like a shooter type of game where like you have to basically use like cover to basically shoot around like corners and stuff like that to blow away enemies and avoid damage yourself. And you have to use like tactics basically to like avoid basically like getting stranded and like cut apart, so to speak. System Shock though is a little bit more different because it basically has a sort of like how can I say this? It's basically got this like open world feel to it, but at the same time it basically has a very structured like playstyle you have to basically follow. Essentially, in order to get like from say A to like F, you have to go to like to B first, which basically has a key to get through the door on like F or like E, I guess. And in order to basically get over to like E, you need to go to like C and D first, so to speak. And that's basically the idea here for like this game here. Basically, you have to like go like from each like point to point until like you basically get to where you need to go. Even though you basically can go like technically to a whole lot of points all at once. But anyhow, that's enough yammering. Let's just get to it, shall we? And yeah, there's no like readme for this one, so that's why I basically narrated basically what's going on right there. Run anyway. Close this. Alright, so very, very flat screen. Probably don't need this basically to play this one because it's like, actually pretty big by itself, so. Yeah, this is actually smaller than this one over here, so that's a first. Wow. It more or less fits like this box pretty easily right now. That's nice. Alright, so. Welcome to TraumaRL version 1.12. So yeah, obviously this is a post-7-year-old like fix. Fix 1. Please enter your name for your soldier below. Well, we basically won with DFuxa, so it's all capitalized anyways. There's DFuxa again. Alright, so TraumaRL has logs scattered around which basically give you information on how to play. Okay, so lots of logs. It is recommended that you leave these on. In the game, press question mark for keys. After you answer a few questions, the station will be constructed. This may take a few seconds. So show logs and pickup, yes, we want to see those. And we're just going to make this medium. Alright, so basically it's like, really like, organized basically what happened here. So basically like, the whole like, things being repeated again. Okay, my fists are equipped. You may read this if you want to, but it's just the same as before. Welcome to TraumaRL. Okay, I'm welcomed. Alright, so here's the help. Basically, you can move with the arrow keys or V keys. Dot and 5 basically do nothing, so if I want to basically I can press period or 5 basically to stop and do nothing. We can equip items with 1 to 9. We can fire with F. ASDZC to basically equip wetware. Interesting. X to examine, so that's basically the same as before. Shift L is basically lock. Shift C is basically keycards. Shift M is message history. Shift F is full screen mode. Might want to try that. Well, I don't think it'll affect this basically here, but oh, I have to actually like get out of this place first here. So there we go. Just gonna test this out, and that did not full screen properly. So maybe it's because I'm like doing something else, but that didn't full screen properly for me. So I guess we won't be full screening it. Well, that's fine. I don't have to worry about that too much. But oh well. All right, so I'll note that basically here you can see like we have medical, so basically you can see like our HP, and I believe SDs are shields because I believe there's shields in this game. Basically you can see like a fist and a weapon, so I have the pistol equipped. We're gonna have like fist equipped. Now note that when I basically move around like this, we have a dodge like thing basically going on. So basically, it's like sort of like taking away like that sort of like idea from DRL where like if you're on the move, you're easy to sort of like dodge stuff. Destroy the camera. We got an orange keycard picked up. That's probably a good thing. All right, so Vega Gary DX478.116. Ace Vito and I decided to go to check out the archaeology. We need to gain access to the upper decks, and we think a critical keycard is on some poor, unfortunate body in there. Asvido told me that there's a BioWare module on the science level that can protect us from the toxins that now fill the archaeology. So basically, it's like giving me like a warning. I have to get myself some BioWare module basically to like protect against toxins. So that's basically message log right there. All right, so basic game will always start out like this, basically like in like the trauma, like RL right here, or trauma center medical. And we're just gonna start wandering around. So up there, you can basically see ourselves a swarmer. There's another swarmer. There's basically the rotating turret. There is the maintenance bot, which is basically neutral. Now, if you basically remember, basically all these guys here are basically the same enemies we basically fought in like FlatlineRL. So we're essentially playing a game here where we're essentially like fighting these guys basically like hand to hand as opposed to like a read. So I'm not sure like we can basically see the way they're facing or anything like that. They just like sort of fire at us like a normal roguelike, or maybe that's like they're facing right there. Who knows? I may have to test out some things, but whatever. So yeah, note that basically like you can see like we've lost like some of our like SD here. Basically, it's like our armor first that we basically lose. And note bar if I basically attack the maintenance bot to like get hostile to me. So destroy the camera. It's like I'm playing Duke Nukem again. Alright, so Sellers Denny DX224.93. Garcia, quick note. I found your red keycard and stowed it on a storage level. So there's a red keycard on a storage level. And this is like how System Shock basically plays out, by the way. There's basically logs from like the fallen crew members of like System Shock, and you basically have to like go through those logs and basically get hints and like how you're supposed to do this over get like to like your destinations for your quests and such. That's what this game's basically all about here, but whatever. I don't like it. Sure, the bots around here are unreliable, but not malicious. I told the mate bot to go fix a conduit, and I swear it took a swipe at me with its torch. Hmm. Alright, so note that my HP is starting to regenerate here, so I guess when we get injured, we actually start to lose XP. And regenerate XP basically if we lose it. So you're still a Scott then. Repeat. The arcology level is now off limits until the cause of the infection is established. Furthermore, this is not connected with the strange behavior of the other systems. These are isolated incidents. And I love about it's like the idea System Shock basically had. System Shock basically has just like different sections like the planet and like stuff was basically going wrong everywhere. Bagger Royce DX983.00. Apparently we've been shut out of security on a medical level. The Sarge was not impressed, and one poor fool got moved to private on the spot. The elevator door is hooked up to a network of security cameras. Something about enforcing quarantine after the handy flux plague of Beta 17. I reckon if I knock enough of them out, the feedback will cancel the lockdown of the elevator door. See, I know that basically, I've been destroying security cameras. Essentially, I basically knock out the security cameras. This is where, we basically get to, advance. That's why by basically doing it. But yeah, I have to destroy the security cameras in order to advance, so that's a thing. Kill Swarmer here. The maintenance bot. I'm not sure if it's important to basically have, SD on this first level, but whatever. And apparently it's got some more of it, so that's cool. So apparently that's SD I'm picking up right there, so that's a shield pack. There's an ammo pack. I wonder where my ammo is displayed. That's a question I should probably figure out. Mason Orville, DX703.30. I carried out a scheduled inspection today, as per regulation, and found an orange keycard left in the mess under a plate in medical. That orange keycard opens a secure room in the same level where we store Aimware V15. I confiscated it, but no doubt it will happen again. So, I guess if I didn't know where it was, basically I would tell me it was in medical right there. I already ran across it, but you get the idea. All right, let's check out some of these keys here. By the way, so basically, you can look at my message history. You can look at logs and stuff like that, key cards. I don't see anything for inventory, by the way. So there's my message log, by the way, just to throw it out there. I can look up what I've basically been doing. Very standard for a roguelike. You want to be able to, see what you're basically doing. Tales of Magil has that quite a bit. And then Shift C for my keycard list. So there's my orange keycard right there. And there's a log listed here as well. Basically, telling you about all the different logs. And yeah, honestly, this is a game which like prioritizes you basically fisting stuff. I'll note this is like something that System Shock was basically like known for as well. And I guess like whoop. The rotating turret, by the way, it does have like a field vision, by the way, so that is a thing. So basically, that's how you can take out a rotating turret, just like in FlatlineRL. Just walk up to it without it being able to see you. All right, so Stone Orville DX 765.15. It's the antennae, a science deck, the one we use to control the reads. I bet even Blake wouldn't have guessed they could use that. It's how they are controlling the robots and turning them against us. So apparently the idea here is like the robots basically are like in our ship here being like um, basically like controlled by something else. Nothing in here. Something is weird in the archaeology. Okay, we're in space, but I don't expect the hydrangea to hydrangeas to dripping green goo. Whatever it means. Celeroy's DX688.77. Seriously, who designed this station? Connecting the medical level to the lower neutrino level. Like, that makes sense. We're on a space station, apparently. I was about to think that maybe we're on the Space Hulk, but we seem to be on like our own station. Let's call a maintenance bot. We've yet to basically run into any of like the patrol bots, but I assume we'll basically find them soon. Vega Kiera DX749.60. More weird behavior from the captain. Stone told me they saw a group of robots carrying all the stuff from his cabin down to archaeology. Alright. Now, it's probably worth knowing that this is a game that, like, if you didn't play, like, the original FlatlineRL, you'd probably, like, be, like, a little clueless as to, like, how the enemy sort of operate, but I assume, like, you probably figure it out with enough, like, observation. That basically, like, they move in, like, certain ways and such. Dressing room. Door unlocks by level security. Welcome, Dr. Anderson. Alright, you have taken an elevator. Welcome to the lower atrium. We went down a level. Alright, so yeah, there's explosive barrels and stuff like that, much like DRL, so you have to be very careful of explosive barrels, obviously. I received a message on the comm that someone had found my red keycard for the lower atrium. Helpfully, they didn't tell me their name or where they put it. So, there's a red keycard missing, but who knows where it is. I barely have the strength to write and prop myself up with my last laser. I plan to make it to the lower atrium where I hear there's a cache of medical supplies. My contact says the blue key card is on the same level. So there's a blue key card somewhere around this level. That's an elevator, by the way, somewhere. Now, I'll note that the swarmer seems to have very good sight range in this one, so I guess like they've been modified to like actually see what they're doing. Yeah, this is where the level progression basically comes into play, by the way. So I'm not bad. I can like go up and down levels if I want to, but what's going to happen in front of like this game here? It's basically forcing me to actually like go up and down levels, and that's basically something that like System Shock basically did. So you had to basically go like from one level to like another level to basically do stuff. And there's actually a door here, so let's go check this out first in case there's something missed here. Whoop, let's knock that out. There's the orange keycard here. So we picked up a vibro blade, so now I got a weapon. A sign grenade picked up, shotgun equipped. There's a aimware, an EMP grenade, frag grenade, nano repair kit. We know what all this stuff basically does. Let's go to vibro blade. So now I have like an actual weapon to actually fight with. Alright, well, that's basically it for this level here, I guess. So that orange key card is basically used to like to go into like the stash there for stuff. That's like a a weapon stash based on medical, I guess. Now we're just gonna go this way. Take the elevator, welcome to storage. So there's something in storage here. A servo cyborg is over there, and a servo cyborg's over here. Alright, these guys are probably tough, so we'll hit him once. We're just gonna use our vibro blade to finish him off. So you destroy the servo cyborg. Oh, so this guy's probably got a weapon over here. So red is basically melee, green is basically not melee. Alright, so Garcia Kira, DX228.76. The captain is acting strangely. It's since he's got those brand new combat implants. Richmond said he has these weird pauses, like he's assessing data or something. He's refused medical attention. So, something bad happened to the captain, I guess. Alright, our vibro blade does pretty good damage, so... Ooh, there's a lot of crap in here I don't want to deal with. Let's back up. Let's kill you. And apparently they can fire through walls, these guys. That's like, not a great thing, but whatever. We're just going to use our shotgun at this point. I'm just going to blast these guys like so, I think. So, fire. We destroyed both of those guys right there. These guys really hurt when they attack. So this is where like cover is really important to like, hopefully like, not get killed. I don't know if I'm in cover right now or if he's in cover. Alright, I don't think I'm dead, but that was a little bit, ow. Alright, so guys, some shield packs there. Oh, you know what? There's the ammo right there. If you basically look right here, you can see like the AM. That's basically the ammo for these weapons here. So I have lots of ammo for like my weapons. That's good to know. And if I basically switch to like, fire grenade, you can see I've got one grenade. EMP got one grenade. Siren got one grenade. So I have like all the options I did in like FlatlineRL basically do stuff. So I can basically like, avoid if I want to stuff, but whatever. Alright, so Stone Sherilyn. I can't find my goddamn D20. I was going to power level my gnomish fairy warrior tonight. I bet I left it with the heavy pistols in the storage vault. I'm always doing that. At least the coral key card is kept on the same level. So I have to go find a coral key card in this level to basically find a D20. Or the heavy pistols. But before we do that, let's go back up here. So I got the right key card right, so we can go this way. And we can instantly kill swarmers now with one shot, which is cool. So I guess this does give us hard cover to stuff here, so that's cool. And instantly kill those guys in one shot, that's nice. And of course we have a green door. Access denied by system security, security grid stable, and reinforced by VA external antennae. I probably go cameras for that one. I don't like that barrel being there. It doesn't even count as like cover, by the way, the barrel. So, well, you probably want to be next to an explosive barrel for cover, anyways. But you get the idea. We got the blue key card. There's an elevator right there. Well, let's go back to storage, I think, for now. Oh wait, I got the blue key card. There's a laser. You saw the laser before. There's there now. Pick up if I want to heal myself. So now I got a laser if I want, but we'll stick with this. We'll explore on this level, I think, a little bit in storage. I suppose the question is, do I obviously avoid being hit by those or not? I want to avoid being hit by this guy for sure, so let's use the laser. Blap blap, kill them both. I used half the laser's attack capabilities, but it's fine. Shoot you, shoot you. And you can see my pistol ammo is basically going down now a little bit, so very plentiful resources in this one. Ooh, we got alert bot. So there's the alert bot right there. There's the servo cyborg right there. Servo cyborg right there. So obviously that's basically alert all the swarmers and stuff that can hear me, basically to this area. We're just gonna knock them out. Knock him out. Yeah, I can see stuff is basically coming in through the doors now to try and fight us. And out range, that's a thing as well. Yep, everything on all of a sudden trying to kill me. So the alert bot's basically over there now. That's a hell of a lot more scary than on FlatlineRL where you basically have an overview of the entire place. Alright, I think I killed everything on his level now. I don't think those alert bots are kind of a good thing to basically have. Or at least that many at once. Because it's it makes the entire level basically come towards you. And there's no real way of basically avoiding that more or less. But anyhow, Blake, my RL, I tried to get to the antenna today. Garcia has a plan to cut off their connection, but the antenna is locked down tight by those things. We barely made it back. So there's more log stuff. Richmond came to me with disturbing news. Robots have been seen going into the archaeology carrying something about from the science. No one knows why. Let's kill off these guys here. Also, they do have a range, these guys, before, like, they stop, like, pursuing you, because there's, like, only so far they want to see you, but whatever. Alert bot's basically in here. Two servo, like, range guys. And of course, the alert bot's being the alert bot. We're just going to leave that room for a moment in case, like, stuff basically pops in to say hi. But here's the thing about those alert bots. The thing about FlatlineRL that makes them, like, really, like, good, those alert bots, basically they're very, very, like, sporadic, basically, in, like, FlatlineRL, so they could be in, like, the wrong place at the wrong time. But you can actually see where they basically were at any given time, so you can at least somewhat avoid them. Here they're basically just running around, like, rampantly, just, like, doing whatever. So oh, you're a ranged guy. To shoot them dead. But the thing is, like, I can't really tell where they basically are coming from. Because I'll just run into them, right? Is the thing, right? So oh, I died. So, the last hit punctures through your defenses, and you feel your body begin to shut down. Oh well, you guess you started this, so it's justice of a sort. The robots close in, no doubt your new form, you will serve your masters well. So, basically the idea is, like, it's just been taken over by robots, you have to, like, use your, or, like, robot form, so, like, get around. Well, I basically died. Maybe I'll play this again in, like, in the future, but, whatever. You basically get the gist of a game. Basically, it's like FlatlineRL, except, like, it's basically in, like, a sort of, like, traditional roguelike type of form, as opposed to, like, a puzzle format type of form. And you basically have to sort of, like, go around basically trying to find clues basically on, like, how to proceed from, like, your first destination to your final destination. But whatever. Hope you guys basically enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.